Good morning everyone. My name is Aishwarya and I am working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication at Maratha Mandal Engineering College. So today we will see the basic structure of CMOS inverter. It is nothing but a CMOS technology where it will come under the VLSI. So we will start with what is. So I'll start with the introduction. So before we get into the what is CMOS technology, we have to know what is this VLSI. So VLSI is nothing but very large scale integration circuit where a number of millions of transistors are embedded or integrated in a single chip. The size of the chip is for example, the size of the chip may be a 3 mm of length and width. So in that how many transistor I can integrate, so that is what is VLSI. So in VLSI, before VLSI we have SSI, MSI and LSI. That means SSI is small scale integration, very few transistor I can integrate. In MSI, medium scale integration where I can integrate hundreds of transistor. Similarly, LSI is a large scale integration where I could integrate about 10,000s of transistor. When I say VLSI, I can integrate about lakhs of transistor in a same chip size. So main in VLSI industry, when we want to design any circuit, the main three things they will consider is the power dissipation of that circuit and the area, how much area is required to integrate the lakhs of transistor, then the how much speed my processor is working with. So this is what about VLSI. So this is a small animation where this here lakhs of transistor are integrating in this design. So next is in this VLSI we have CMOS. CMOS is nothing but complementary metal oxide semiconductor. To construct a CMOS, I will use a semiconductor, then an oxide, then the metal. So semiconductor I can use as a substrate. That substrate may be P type or N type, and the semiconductor usually in VLSI they will take a silicon or a germanium. Then metal and oxides are used for the insulating or the metal contacts for the gate, drain and source. The complementary, that means complementary is nothing but something when I give 0 it will give me 1, or when I 0 1 or 0. So it is complementing or inverting. So we already maybe we were knowing what is this Moore's law. So Moore's law is by the Gordon Moore. So what he tells is every 18 to 24 months the transistor integrating on the chips are doubling. So this satisfies throughout the decades. So today we have, before 5 nanometer we have 180 nanometer, 45 nanometer, 7 nanometer and 5 nanometer. So what is this, the meaning of 180 nanometer and 45, so on. So this 180 nanometer is nothing but the channel length. For example, when the current is flowing from drain to source, that channel length we call it as 180 nanometer. So if I construct any CMOS inverter of 180 nanometer, that means it is of 180 nanometer channel length. Presently the industry is working with 5 nanometer technology. So this is how after constructing any processor, this is how the chip looks like. So next we will see the basic CMOS inverter. We will see the basic structure of CMOS inverter, that includes one PMOS and NMOS. So here the NMOS is connected below, so that is why it is pull down network, and PMOS is connected to up, so that is why it is pull up network. So if I integrate the gate of both, I call it as gate is combined and I can give the input, and then the always in CMOS inverters or any other CMOS, the output is taken from the drain terminal. So next, the first case is when I give input 0, then the PMOS is on. Next, the output is pulled down to VDD. So I will get VDD as a output or logic 1. Similarly, next case is the input 1. When I give a input 1, this NMOS is on. Then whatever the output, it is pulled down to ground. So logic 0 I will get. So next we will see the stick diagram. So in stick diagram, we have PMOS is connected to VDD and we have ground and VDD and ground. So this is represented in blue color. So next we have the PMOS which is represented as in yellow color. Then similarly we have NMOS which is represented in N diffusion or in green color. So next I have to connect PMOS source and the NMOS source to the VDD and ground respectively. So I will connect this source of PMOS to VDD and NMOS source to this ground. So next this red is a polysilicon where I will combine the gate of the PMOS and gate of the NMOS. So I will give combine and I will give the input here, logic zeros and ones. So next the output is taken as the drain terminal. So I will combine using the metal contact. So that metal is represented in blue color. So from that I will take the output. So this is how the CMOS inverter's stick diagram is constructed. Then this is the layout of the CMOS inverter which I have drawn layout using the Cadence software which is of 180 nanometer. So here this is PMOS and NMOS. So same stick diagram I have constructed this one in 180 nanometer. So this is it. Thank you for the lecture.